go ahead and look at some videos about this whole Trump child support tax law that's going on. So essentially, it's saying that if a woman and a man got a kid, right, and let's say they're not together, if she then files to put the male onto child support, then she gets child support, but he gets to claim the kid as though he's been like raising the kid this entire time or whatever. So this apparently has been going around the interwebs, and we're gonna go and look at this original video this guy has made, and then we're gonna look at some other people's opinions and follow-ups of said video. Let's go and look.
Just tweeted, if you put your baby daddy on child support, that the baby daddy now gets all of the income tax. What? Oh my God, Trump just tweeted, if you put your baby daddy on child support, that the baby daddy now gets all of the income tax. What?
I just have to say something, and I know I'm going to get hate for this, but guys, it's an opinion. Be open-minded. If not, just block me. Guess what Trump is trying to pass as a law? Hold up. Right here it says Trump's new child support law will be crazy. Basically, if you put someone on child support, you will no longer be able to claim the child on your taxes. Only the person who is paying the child support can. Now, all the women who are putting their men on child support, I guarantee you they might not be doing that because they can't claim the child. That's crazy. I don't know about y'all, but I really think that Trump is going to be doing some damage up in here. And I mean good. To me, this is good. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't think that you can claim stuff the entire time when you're already the one getting the most money all year round. Think about it. You're getting money all year round for child support. Shouldn't he get something in return for constantly paying you? He's not gonna be able to pay you if he don't have money.
Like, I was all for fucking Trump, dude. I was all for Trump. And then hearing this whole fucking thing of like, so yes, I have my kid's dad on child support, okay? I get $200 a month for both of them, okay? What is $200 going to do in California? Nothing, but it is what it is. I don't care. It's something. It's like something for me to take the boys out and do something fun since I can't do it on my own. Now with Trump passing the law that if your kid's on if you put your baby dad on child support, they're going to be getting the money from the child, like for child tax. How the fuck does that work? How does that work, dude? I'm literally the one that takes care of them 24/7, have for the past 10 years. How can he file and get all the fucking money when I'm the one taking care of them? He's been MIA for like 7 months. What?
Yo, man, what's up? Why you knocking on my door like that?
It's an emergency.
What's up?
I need you to come to the courthouse with me real quick.
What you need me to come to the... Come no, hell no. I ain't finna go to no courthouse.
Come on. No,
Go to the
wait.
courthouse for what?
So I can take you off of child support. Don't you want to get taken off of child support?
Take me off for child support?
Yeah.
You up for some?
No, I'm not.
All of a sudden you want to be next, take me off for child support?
Yeah, come on. Don't you want to get taken off of child support? Ain't you tired of paying that shit?
I am tired of paying it, but why though? Like, why now though? Like,
because Trump finna be in office, and you know what I'm saying? He finna make it to where you can't file taxes if the other parent is paying child support. So I need you to come down here. I'd rather have the taxes than that motherfucking child support. You know what I'm saying?
You trying to run
You don't
stuff.
pay
You trying
shit
to
in
run
child
one.
support.
Oh,
I feel
no.
like that ain't fair. You don't pay shit in child support like that.
Also,
That child support ain't shit.
I knew it was something.
Come on, we can bust
I knew
the
it was
taxes
something.
down.
No, I'm cool. You know something? I think that, taxes sound better than me paying.
Come on, man,
no,
bro.
don't touch me. No, hell no. You
That
trying to
ain't
play
fair.
me.
I have them
No,
all the
see,
time,
would've-
bro.
no,
I
listen,
have them all the
would've
time.
tried
I
to
spend more
work-
money than fucking child support,
No,
bro.
I would have tried to work something out with you, but the only reason why you here because you want to get taxes. Guess who got taxes now? Me. Yeah.
Man, get
so
your
hey, you can
foul
keep that
ass
child
on,
support,
bro.
man. Hey, I'm not going to no courthouse with you. That's your ass.
Yeah, that's gonna be the next thing
Hey.
that's getting decided on. I'm taking.
Hey,
we gonna.
listen,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
fight
care. No,
against that.
I get them taxes.
We
Hey.
gonna all come together
Hey,
and we
listen,
gonna go
let
to
me
the
tell you
Supreme
something.
Court with that
Let me
shit.
tell you something.
Because that shit
Hey,
is not right.
Hey, let me tell you something. Thank God for Donald Trump. Now get on my doorstep.
Man, shut your ass up.
Child support. Did you guys see what Trump just tweeted? Apparently, from now on, any fathers that are currently on child support will get to claim their kid or children for tax season. It's no longer just the mom. And I'm actually very happy about that because I don't think that's fair. Like, you have either the mom or the dad on child support. They're giving you money all year long. So how is it fair that the other parent gets to claim the kid? Or when it's 50-50 and you guys both provide for your kid, how is it fair that one parent gets to take all of that income tax? I've never thought that that's like right. And I'm happy that he's going to do that now from now on. And in my opinion, if the children are 50-50 with the parents, I think the income tax should be split if you guys are both providing all year long for your child for whatever they need. But as far as all the dads that are going to be able to claim their kids from now on, if they're paying all year, like, I think that's such a good idea and I'm here for it.
New child support law. I don't know if this is true or not, but I just saw this guy talking about how whoever is paying the child support is going to be the one that gets to claim the child on their taxes. So if you're a single mom or a single dad and you're not the one paying this child support, you're not going to get to claim them on your taxes. He said this is a law that Trump is trying to pass. That is insane to me, especially if you're a single parent. Like, what's the point in them even paying child support if they're going to take all the tax refund, especially for the people who have multiple children? I'm a single mom. I get child support, and my son's dad does not even see him at all. It's been 4 years since he's been in his life. He's not been in my son's life since he was 6 months old. My son's almost 5. I'm already barely making it as it is. Like, literally, paycheck to paycheck still, unfortunately. Hopefully TikTok will change that, though. Has anybody else heard anything about this? Because that would be the worst thing ever.
So you all have just seen a lot of people were like, that's not happening. Then you had other people who said, yeah, that's right. In my opinion, in regards to all of this, I believe whoever has the kid full time or majority of the time should be the one to do it, right? They should be the one to be able to file. Can we talk about how all this ain't even real? No, we ain't gonna talk about that. So, the person who actually created this whole rumor that was going around, this is what he had to say.
Child support stuff, I made it up. I made it up 6 days ago. It's going viral. My video alone has 12 million on TikTok and 1 million on Instagram. But I was just making it up in my car because I said, have y'all heard Trump just passed? I said, I'm paraphrasing, but I said, Trump just tweeted that if you pay child support, the baby daddy get income tax. What? And I said that, and all of a sudden, it went wildfire. I'm saying duplicates of the video, people using my sound, some people just creating their own narrative of it, but it's fake. He didn't pass nothing. It's a good conversation that everybody having, but it's fake. So I just want y'all to know I'm the original person that did that. I was playing around. Thank y'all for the conversation, the dialogue. You can go check it out, like I said, on my TikTok or on my Instagram. I pinned it, so it's like the top video. And it's people just tick off, so don't believe it. It's fake. Ha ha.
So, from the man himself, it's not real. So what I actually found to be quite interesting about this whole thing was just simply how you had a whole bunch of men and you had women chiming in. I think I put 2 videos in there of women. And they're out here saying like, yeah, that's what should happen because you taking all my money. Some women are getting, like that one lady, she said she gets $200 a month for 2 kids total. So you get $100 a month for a kid. $100 ain't even enough for diapers for a month, for food for a month, gas. What people also don't realize is because most people aren't, if they're doing 50-50, their dad has them for like 3 days and mama for 4, you still have the kid longer. Okay. So in regards to that, you have some dudes, they're not even paying, let's say they are paying $200. How would you feel if your job only gave you $200 a month? And you would just expect it because apparently this is big ball of money. Apparently she getting her nails done, she paying her mortgage, she getting new clothes, she getting new shoes, she getting getting her hair did, she getting waxing done and all this other stuff. She's going out on a Michelin star restaurant dates. She's doing all this with $200. Yeah. I've gone to a nice bougie restaurant on multiple occasions. And for me and my partner, the meal is $300 for some food and drinks for $300. And you think $200 enough for a kid? You think she doing all this with $200? Yeah, that's not even $200. That's what you think she big balling with $200. Well, also people, something that they also don't realize is when you are the full-time parent, if the kid gets sick at daycare, it's you who has to get up, leave your job, and go and tend to this kid, bring them home, whatever the case may be, right? That would be you, not unless you have other people that can help you out. Like me, when I was in school, my stomach would be hurting, all types of stuff, right? And I actually went to like the nurses, because I wasn't a breakfast eater, and then like they got worried, thinking like they starving me or something. I was like, I just don't eat breakfast. Okay, just don't really like to do that. I was more of like a Pop Tart on the go. I'll eat it later, like 10, even if we started at 7. You know what I mean? So that was something for me. So guess what? They called my mom. Hey, her stomach isn't feeling well. uh Come down and get her. She's all the way at her job. So luckily for my family, my grandma, she lives like 5 minutes away driving distance from our house. And she would, she's retired. She's like, well, I'll go and get her then. Okay. Doctor's appointment or dental appointment, if my mom wasn't able to do it, let's say she took off work but she wasn't able to, if I'm sick, my lady business, my period's on, or whatever the case may be, then my grandma would do it. Okay. But not everyone has someone else that they can rely on for these particular issues, so they got to do it themselves. So then you have some places like, let's say Amazon, for example. I'm not sure how everyone else's stuff is, but like with Amazon, you go and put in your PTO right then and there and be like, yo, I gotta go. Okay. And some people use their vacation if they get approved on the spot. You have to talk directly to your manager, but you have some people who could go ahead and use their vacation, but now you don't have vacation anymore because you just used it to go and pick up Alex from school. You know what I mean? So there's a lot that goes into it. If you're sick, all that, you got to nurse them, you got to take care of them. Meanwhile, all you got to do is just pay $200 a month and forget about the kid. That's the first. Okay, I'll send this little $200. I'll send $200, and that's it. Because here's the thing: people look at celebrities and be like, oh, they get $15,000 a month. Man, they're gonna try to get $15,000 a month for me. If you make $50,000 a year, no one's no judge in their right mind. You can't even afford $15,000 a month. So you're not even a part of that conversation. You're a part of the $300, $200 crew. Okay. That's how much you're going to be making. That's how much you're going to be giving to her. And that's not enough to pay for anything. People say like, oh, it's so easy. Then you have the kids full time. And that's what I say with a lot of these women. If y'all struggling like that, y'all need to just give the kids to the daddies. In all realness, especially with, people always want to blame you and all this. And it's like, if you could have free time and all you got to do is pay $200, $300, I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't be in a predicament, but I'm gonna be honest. If all I had to pay was $200, $300, I'd be like, oh yeah, here you go. I'll see him. I'll, I'll see him on the weekend. You know what I mean? Because that's easy. That's the easy way out. Because you're not really with your kids like that. So I see why people be like, well, shoot, here's a 200 because I don't have to actually be a parent. I can just give it to you and get rid of the responsibility. Boom. Okay. Oh, yeah. And then because you think $200 is so much money, you think it's so much money. Now you're like, oh, well, she want all my money. Now she want to try to get $5,000 out of me. You don't make that much to be getting no $5,000 at. Okay. But I just thought that was interesting that you've seen all these people have their opinions. I've seen other videos as well. But you see all these people have their opinions about said situation, and it's like the same and real, y'all. But I'm gonna finish it off with one or two other videos, and then we'll be done.
So what exactly is Trump's new child support law? On January 17th of this year, there was a lot of conversation about this new law that Trump tweeted saying that if you put someone on child support, you now would not be able to also claim that child on your individual taxes. The issue, though, is that this rumor has been debunked. Even the original videos that were very hyped talking about this new law failed to include what the original tweet was, and there have been no such tweets found on Trump's official social media accounts. What we can expect to possibly happen, though, relates to how the child tax credit could apply come 2026. Under the Biden administration, the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act allowed individual filers who earn up to $200,000 to receive the $2,000 child tax credit. If this law were to toll in 2026, so during Trump's administration, then that cap would be reduced all the way back down to $75,000. Really important, especially as we move into a new administration, to consider the sources from which you are getting information, especially legal information. Always double check, always fact check before you get too excited or concerned about what you hear online.
I'm sure everyone has now heard that TikTok is back, that Donald Trump has also put out, or he is going to be doing what they're calling the baby daddy law or the child support law or whatever. So essentially, it's changing to where if one parent pays child support, that parent is allegedly going to be the one that can claim the children on their taxes. I'm going to give you my very raw and honest situation. Doesn't make me look great in some of it, but it's honest, and I think if we're going to have the conversation, we need to have the whole conversation. So I have two children, right? My oldest daughter lives 2.5 hours away from me. The agreement that her mother and I have put into place that is best for my daughter, her side, everything that works out in her best interest is that I get to see her one time a month. So I get to go and hang out with her, and that's the arrangement we have. I pay child support in that situation. Now, have I always made enough money to pay all of my child support? No, I have not. So what does that do if you have child support that you cannot afford to pay? It goes into something called arrearages. That, at the end of the year, when you file your taxes, any tax return money that you would get goes towards your what? Your child support. So, in a situation like that, if Donald Trump's new law would make it a thing to where I would be allowed to claim my daughter because I pay child support for her, and say I had arrearages or say I didn't, well, if I got that tax credit, it's still going to go to my child support if I have any that's unpaid. Now, if I do not have any that's, not unpaid, and I then got that money, would that be wrong in my idea? Yes, that would be wrong. That should go to her mother because she's with her mother the majority of the time, right? That is what would make sense to me. Now, however, they're not going to do, and this is a big problem in the family court system, what is best for the child. What would be best for the child would be like, hey, if there is outstanding arrearages there, regardless of who's claiming it, that money needs to go towards that, right? Not just free money that somebody gets. Now, in my second situation with my youngest daughter, where our order is 50-50 everything, all decisions, all financial responsibilities, time, everything on the order is 50-50, right? So, in that situation, I do not pay child support. She doesn't pay child support. Nobody does. It's 50-50. We handle our own thing, and that's the agreement we came to. Now, she ends up spending more time with her mom because of my work schedule. I have to go be with my other daughter. So if you look at it, it's not always 50-50. She's with her mom more. I would feel weird about taking a tax credit for my daughter, my youngest daughter, in that situation as well. Why? I just want my kids to be taken care of. And I think that's what a lot of this new law is going to expose, who the actual toxic parallel parents, co-parents are. You already see it. The people that are jumping on there, I got you. Now it's my time. I've seen these douchey dudes doing these weird, creepy dances to their baby mom, like, now I'm going to get this money. First off, unless you got like 3 or 4 kids, it's not that much money. I think each tax credit is like 2 G's, something like that for a kid, which that's great. That's awesome and stuff. But are you really willing to go and blow up your whole family situation because of that? Even though you're not together with that person anymore. Is this tax credit that you were not going to have yesterday going to be the reason you throw a bombshell into your family? And if you don't have to enforce such a thing, if you as the parent could go, hey, I'm not going to be the one that claims my kid this year. I'm still going to let things happen the way they have been happening. Is that best for your situation? I don't know. A lot of dads, single fathers, they get run into the ground financially because I can't be at work and be with my kid at the same time. Now, mothers have that same thing. I can only speak for fathers. It is a struggle a lot of the time, especially if you are coming out of a toxic divorce or something like that. There's legal fees that stack up. There's unpaid bills that stack up. You have child support in other situations that you have to, handle. And then you still have to be able to live as a human being. So it makes it very, very complicated. I don't think this is going to be so cut and dry, which is if you pay child support, you get to claim the child. I have a feeling there's going to be some clauses in there because there's deadbeats out there that don't ever see their kids and they don't even make an attempt to and they don't pay anything. And that's not going to be, Trump is not going to put a bill in order to support deadbeats, whether it's deadbeat moms or deadbeat dads. We are already doing this stigmatized thing of assuming child support equals dad pays it. That's not always the situation. Sometimes moms pay child support, depending on the situation. Every situation is completely different. And that is one thing we have failed at miserably. If Trump really wants to make some big changes in the families and stuff like that, start with the family court system. Start with doing things that are fair and in the best interest of the child, not just who can pay for an attorney for longer and bleed the other one dry. That's where some of this hostility and stuff comes in. When you've come out of a bad relationship and someone has spent thousands, hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands of dollars just to be able to be in their child's life, and then something like this happens, that's where you see a lot of pettiness and stuff like that. So I hope that this helps. I hope it gives some retrospect, and I hope it de-radicalizes this a little bit, because we already know people are going to pop off and try to make this a trending thing and whatever. It will be, but let's do it honestly. We said that we wanted this app back because it was freedom of speech. We want to be able to speak to our communities and help where we can. I think not encouraging people to go blow up your family situation and start shit with your other parent right now is probably the thing. And if your co-parent, parallel parent, whatever you want to call them, ex, reaches out and goes, hey, you're not really planning on, filing for the kids on your taxes, are you? Don't get in the argument about it. You don't even know enough yet. So don't go starting stuff with people, right? Focus on them kids, take care of them kids to the best of your abilities, and take care of yourself. I love you guys. We'll see you soon.